Introducing garnishes. In this lesson, we'll discover what garnishes are and why they are used. We will also find out what mise en place is and why it's important for efficiency, productivity, and resourcefulness. Let's start by taking a look at garnishes and the reasons behind garnishing. A garnish is an ingredient that is added to a drink once the drink has been made. Garnishes can be made from fruit, vegetables, herbs, salt, sugar, ice, flowers, spices, coffee beans, or chocolate. The list is endless. They are a bartender's creative license when it comes to making drinks look beautiful and desirable, and can set your bar apart from others. However, the most important thing to remember when garnishing is that the garnish must either complement the drink in flavor, like nutmeg on top of an eggnog, or it must be part of the flavor base of the cocktail, such as a lime wedge in a margarita. It wouldn't make any sense to garnish a margarita with nutmeg. The flavors wouldn't complement each other, and nutmeg is never used in a margarita. Because garnishes are also used to make a drink more attractive, the garnish must be fresh and of the highest quality. As a bartender, it is your responsibility to make sure that your produce is perfect and beautiful. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of garnishing altogether. This brings us to our second important point: what is mise en place and why efficiency is important. Mise en place is a French term that literally means to put in place or to prepare beforehand. It is an essential step that will prevent a slow, inefficient service. So, what is the first step when it comes to garnishes before service begins? If you said to check all of your produce, you are spot on. Check that all your perishable goods or produce that can spoil easily are fresh and free of blemishes. Any produce that is moldy or old should be thrown away. Garnishes must be prepared fresh every day to maintain the highest quality standards. Now that you have checked all your produce, you can begin to prepare your garnishes. Some garnishes oxidize if they are prepared in advance, meaning that they discolor when they are exposed to air. This means that these need to be prepared to order and not pre-prepared. However, there are many garnishes that can be prepared in advance, for example, lime and lemon wedges. Mise en place saves valuable time during service when you can serve your guests faster, which means that you can prepare more drinks throughout a busy service. So what happens if you have produce that has been cut or zested that is still fresh, though not totally whole? If you said that it can be saved and used in another way, you are correct. Citrus without their skins can still be used for juicing, and ripe fruits that contain a few blemishes on their skins are normally the sweetest, tastiest fruit for a puree. Remember that the bar in which you work is a business, and that it is very important to prevent unnecessary waste. Lastly, there are two final important points to remember. The first is that you must only prepare the garnishes that are on your menu. And secondly, the amount of garnish that you prepare must relate directly to the drink's popularity. Preparing a mountain of garnishes only to receive 2 orders will be a terrible waste of time and money. Once your mise en place is completed, wrap everything in plastic and store all garnishes in airtight containers. This will mean that you are totally prepared and ready for an efficient service. Well done on learning all about garnishes and mise en place, and good luck at using your knowledge effectively.